Hi all, I'm Kanhara Chavandari. Today I'm here to explain about the Remember Me option which is being added in the sign in page of eShop. First of all, this is the eShop which I am developing for my Web Programming 1 module project class. So here you can see there are two fields, one is email and the other one is password. Below that there's an option named Remember Me along with the checkbox input field. This can be checked or unchecked. So this is used actually to store the data of the user entered in the web browser so that user don't need to enter the data again and again when he using the website. So the code behind this is the sign in box. Here we have the sign in text and then the alert div which is used to show the alerts, the mistakes that user does, and then comes the simple PHP code where I have created two variables and I have declared null value here, and then if the email is entered, I have assigned that value to the variable I have created here. That means if the user entered his email on the text field, I get the value and I'll assign it to the variable I have created here, as well as I have done this to the password also. So next we have the email and password. Here we have given the ID as email2 and password as password2. Here we have echoed the email and password. This is actually done after we store the data of the user as a cookie. That means after, if the user is signing for the first time, he enter the email password, and if he click on this will take the data from the text field and store it in the web browser as a cookie. So after another day, if the user get into this same page, that cookie is used and it will display the Gmail and the password the user entered before. That's the one which is being coded here. That means it should echo the Gmail and the password that is being stored in the web browser before. After that we have the Remember Me div. Here I have used an input field which is a checkbox type input field. That means you can do only two things through that. One is you can click on this and it will fill, the checkbox will be filled with a tick, and then if you click it again, the checkbox will be unfilled. That means the tick will be removed. So then I have given a ID to this. This ID is given to take the element and to be used in the JavaScript side. And I have used a label for the text Remember Me, and then the forgot password. I'll explain about this in another video. And we have the sign in button and new to eShop sign up button. So let's have a look on the script.js about the Remember Me option. So this is the sign in JavaScript codes. Here I have taken the element, email, password and Remember Me, and I have created three variables named email, password and Remember Me, and then I have created a form data which is like an array, and I have stored their value like this, and I have named each array as this. and then I have created a check request, and I have checked whether the check request is working. If it is working according to the conditions inside this bracket, there will be a response from that, and if the response is success, it will direct to the home page. If it is not the response, that means there are some error in the user side, so that error will be displayed in the sign in page, and a class name is being used. And this AJAX request is given by the post method to sign in process.php page, and then it is sent along with the form data we have created here. So let's move to the sign in process PHP. So here I have connected the connection, I have started the session, and I have collected the data given by the JavaScript to the PHP. So these are the data. This is the email, the password, and the remember me option. And here I have validated the email and password. After that, I have inserted a query to the database, and I have collected some data. Here I have checked the number of rows that being given by the database, and if the row is 1, it should be echo as success. And I have removed the query format data to the data which can be used in the front end, and I have assigned it to this variable, and then I have assigned each data to the session I have created, which is named as U, and then comes the checkbox validation. If the checkbox is filled, that means if you click on this, it will be filled with the tick. If it is so, its value is true. So if the checkbox is true, that means if it is filled, then we'll take the data from the text field, and I'll create a cookie. Cookie's name should be eShop, and its value should be the text, the email address entered by the user in this text field. And then I have given an expiry date to this. It is for 1 year. This is the format how we used to tell the for expiry date about the cookie. And then I have done the same to the password also. I have created a cookie, and the name of the cookie is password. Value is the password typed in this text field, and I have given an expiry date for 1 year. If the remember me option is not filled, that means it is empty without a tick. When it is a white box, then the if there is a cookie already, that should be deleted here. That's what here say. If the cookie named as email is there, it should be deleted immediately. And then if the cookie named as password is also there, it should be deleted immediately if the remember me option is not filled. And then if the number of rows are not equal 1, it should echo as invalid email or password. First of all, we'll do a sample check here. I'll enter a data. I'll take the email address from the database and the password. I'm clicking on the remember me option. Now it is filled, and I'm clicking on the sign in button. It will direct it to the home page. Here I have an extension. Here you can see this is the cookie created by us. Its name is named as email, which we have given here. We have named the email as email text fields value as email, and the value of this is here. And then the expiry date is mentioned here. It has given 1 year expiry date. And then comes the password. Here you can see the name of the data is named as password, and the value is this, and the expiry date is given here. So it is stored here. Now we'll sign out and check whether the data we stored in the cookie are being used. I'm clicking on this, and here you can see it automatically filled. We don't need to fill it again. Here I'm not clicking the remember me option. That means it is unfilled, and I'm clicking on this sign in button again, and it directed to the home page. Now I'm checking the cookies. Here you can see the cookies which are stored before have been deleted. It is because if the cookie is if the remember me checkbox is not filled, we ask it to delete immediately, and if it is filled, we ask the web browser to store the cookie for 1 year. So that's what it's happened here. And after I log out, the cookie is not there, so these fields are empty. So again the user need to enter the data and click on the remember me option to use it later. This is how the remember me option is working in the sign in page of eShop. I'll meet you on my next video. Thanks for watching.